With the tools to decode music, you can play just about anything with strings.
Hello everybody, my name is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today I'm going to show you how to play in major keys using a Fretboard Toolbox. So the basis is going to be you take the Do, Re, Mi notes from the whatever scale you want to play. So let's say in the key of G major we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and then we can turn each of those notes into a chord. So here's the G chord, G major, the 2 chord is A minor, the 3 chord is B minor, so that was just like 1, 2, 3, G, A, B. The 4 chord is C major, 5 chord D major, the 6 chord is an E minor, the 7 chord is used a lot more infrequently in popular music. So the cool thing about knowing the chords that make up a key is that you can use those chords in a lot of different orders. That's G, E minor, C major, D major, and then back to G. So let me show you more closely how that works using a Fretboard Toolbox. If you take a look at a Fretboard Toolbox Original Mandolin Edition and turn to page 5, you'll see it's the G major and E minor page. Today we're going to be thinking about the key of G major. So if you look where it says chord names in Roman numerals on the chord jig, and then you look at the chords G major, A minor, B minor, etc., notice that each one of those chords has a bold Roman numeral to the right of it. So in the key of G major is also called your 1 chord. A minor is called your 2 chord. B minor is the 3 chord. C major is the 4 chord. D major is the 5. E minor is the 6. And F sharp diminished would be the 7 chord. So if you know those chords that all sound good together in the key of G major, and then you go down to the chord progressions boxes, for this video we're going to look only at the box on the left. Some G major chord progressions, and you can look at several different ways those chords are put together. Let's look first at a 1-5-1 progression and see what that sounds like. Here the 1 chord is G major, the 5 chord is D major, and the 1 chord is G major again. This is a real important progression because that 5 chord leads so nicely back to the 1 chord in any key that you play in. So knowing the 1 and 5 chords is especially useful, I would say. If we look down at the 1-4-5 box below on the chord progressions boxes, you can see a 1-4-5 progression would be G major, C major, D major. Let's see what that would look like on a mandolin. Here's G major, C major, D major, G major. Another common progression in the key of G major is a 1, in any key really, but if we're looking at this progression of 1-5-4 and we look at it in G major, that would be G major, D major, C major. It would look like this: G major, D major, C major, G major, D major, C major, and again resolves back to the G. Let's look at a 1-6-4-5 chord progression in the key of G major. So a 1-6-4-5 progression in G major would be G major, E minor, C major, D major, 1, 6, 4, 5, back to the 1. All of these different chord progressions sound good together and can be used in lots of different keys. Let's look at some in the key of A major next. Now if you look at the key of A major and you look at the chord jig, you can see the 1 through 7 chords in the key of A major. So A major is your 1 chord, B minor is your 2 chord, C sharp minor is your 3 chord, D major is your 4, E major is the 5 chord, F sharp minor is the 6, and G sharp diminished is the 7 chord. So let's look at some, in the chord progressions boxes, at some A major chord progressions and see what those would sound like. Okay, looking at a 1-5-1 progression in the key of A major, it's going to be A major, E major, A major. And notice that E major makes your ear want to go back to that A major. So again, that 1-5-1 is critical, and that's what it sounds like in the key of A major. In the key of A major, a 1-4-5 progression, where you have A major, D major, E major, would look like this. Here's the 1. 4 can be played like this. 5 can be played like this, the E major. So you have A major, D major, E major, A major. Let's look at a 1-6-4-5 chord progression in the key of A major. So a 1-6-4-5 progression in the key of A major will have A major, F sharp minor, D major, E major. So again, all those chords sound good together, and the chord progression boxes give you lots of different ways to look at those. So if you know the chords that sound good in a different key, and you know several different ways that you can put those chords together, then you can start making up your own stuff really easily and start hearing things in other music that you listen to and understanding what those chord progressions are that give each song its cool sound. I hope that was helpful for you today, and I appreciate you checking out the video, and look back often for more videos. Thanks again.